So I was an overthinker for the longest period of time. And I loved to sit and think about doing things, but I never actually did them. And it wasn't until I implemented some habits into my life that I could stop procrastination and get shit done. So in today's video, I basically just want to cover 4 rules or 4 habits that I've implemented to my life that have significantly improved the way I work and the way I live. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So the first point I want to talk about is to remove all distractions from your life. Because if you want to achieve something worthwhile in your life, maybe that's in terms of your studies or your work or your athleticism, you really need to be able to focus. And the way we focus is to remove distractions. So the way I do that is that I remove all notifications from my phone. That's like step number 1. So I have no social media notifications being pushed to me, no emails, no phone calls, etc., etc. But I pull the notifications to myself when I want them. Another thing that I can highly recommend that you do as well is to actually change your phone number from time to time. So I had the same phone number for the longest period of time, and I used to get sales calls and sales text messages that were completely irrelevant for me. And now I changed my phone number and I only share my phone number to people that I really care about. Another huge thing that you can do to remove distractions is to actually hide your phone while you're working. So I like to put it in a drawer where I can't see it and where I can't touch it. So that's really a good hack to remove distractions from your phone by just hiding it from yourself. Another great tip you can do if you're working in an office space is to put in do not disturb sign on your actual door. Because on this channel I talk quite a bit about deep work and how I do undisturbed deep work for 3 to 4 hours every single morning. And if something or somebody interrupts me during those 4 hours, it will take me like 20 to 30 minutes to get back to pure focus again. And this can be detrimental if you're sitting in an office space and people constantly knock on your door or sending you emails or calling you, etc., etc. So if you want to be able to do deep work and high quality work, just put a do not disturb sign on your door and let people know that you don't want to be disturbed. Another huge thing that you can do to remove distractions is just to clean your home, your desktop, your phone, basically cleaning everything around you, your environment. And that goes for your real environment in your apartment, but it also goes for the environment in your digital assets, like in your phone or in your desktop, in your browser as well. If you constantly have 1,000 different bookmarks popping up when you're going into your browser, you're probably gonna get distracted. So by cleaning up your environment, you will remove a ton of distractions as well. The second thing I want to talk about on how to beat procrastination and actually get shit done is to embrace boredom. And this is something that Cal Newport talks about in his book Deep Work. And if you haven't read that book, I can highly recommend that you read it. I have a book review of that book on my channel as well. But it basically states that you need to embrace boredom and don't fill your mind with a ton of entertainment all the time. Because you never get great ideas when you're constantly entertained. And it's only really when we're bored, like in the shower, for example, when great ideas can come to us. So by embracing boredom, you will actually get more work done and higher quality work done. Another thing I like to do is to actually block out some time in my calendar to just sit and think. So I basically just sit down with a pen and paper and I start to write or draw something that comes to my mind essentially. And this is a great place to get new ideas by just sitting still. Give yourself some time to think with a pen and paper, write and sketch on some new ideas that you have. Another huge thing that you can do as well is to read a lot of books. This really helps you to focus on one thing, and by reading useful books, that will help you to get the work done later as well, and that will help you to beat the procrastination and actually get the work done. So I highly recommend that you read books that are actually relevant to the goal that you're striving for, obviously. The third tip that I have to beat procrastination is to create a strong desire, basically creating a goal that you really want to achieve. Because what happens when you create a definite chief aim or a strong desire or a clear goal is that this goal that you have just created will kind of pull you in that direction because you really want to achieve it. Versus just working mindlessly and don't really know where you're going, you constantly have to push yourself. But when you have a strong desire, when you have a strong goal, it's kind of like the work gets done by itself and the desire is pulling you towards that goal. So it's super important that you have a clear goal in your life, in your business, where you're going, in your studies, etc., etc. And it's very simple to create a definite chief aim and a clear goal if you just give yourself some time to think, sit down, embrace boredom with a pen and paper and just think out to the future. Where do you want to live? How much money do you want to earn? Who do you want to live with? Where do you live? How much do you travel? What car do you drive? Do you run a business? Do you help people? What do you do? So really create a goal for this quarter, for this year, for the next 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. Create a strong purpose for your life. It's going to help you a ton to beat procrastination and get the shit done. Tip number 4 that I have for you is the Nike slogan, just do it. Just do the work. And I myself personally, I was an overthinker for the longest period of time. I always liked to just sit down and think about the future. I wanted to figure out the steps beforehand. But as I grew older, I understood that, hey, I just need to take action and actually just do it. So a quote that I heard from Dan Pena, he basically said, just shut off your brain and just do it. And it's so true. You don't need to figure everything out when you're trying to achieve some type of results in your life. You just have to shut off your brain. Don't try to overthink it. Don't try to figure everything out, but just do it. Just do the work. Just dive into it and do your best. Because the truth is that nothing in this world happens without action, without taking action and doing the work. So you have to take action and do the work. It's crucial. So those are basically my 4 steps to stop procrastination and actually get the work done and get the shit done to achieve your goals and your desires. So first off, remove distractions, turn off your phone, hide your phone, let people know that you don't want to get disturbed when you do your work. Second thing, embrace boredom. Give yourself some time to sit still, think, bring out a pen and paper and write and sketch your goals and desires and really think it through. Step 3 is to create a strong desire that can pull you in the right direction. So you don't want to push yourself all the time. That's how you're going to wear yourself out. But create a strong desire, a definite chief aim, a clear goal that you really want to achieve, and you will notice how this strong desire will kind of pull you in that direction, and it will feel so much more effortless. And the 4th tip is just to actually do the work. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Just take action, take action, take action. If you fail, try again, because you will fail. We all fail. And the road towards success, it's never straight, but it's always like a zigzag pattern. And over time, you get better and better to kind of figure out what type of decisions you should make and so forth. But you can't move forward without taking action. So you have to take action. Just do the work. So that's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you liked the video. Also comment down below what you do to stop procrastination. Maybe you have a special hack or life hack or a tip that you use in your life to actually get the work done. Let me know down below. I would love to hear about it. And also, if you like content about entrepreneurship, mindset, and productivity, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in the next video.